Welcome back to the Truth Chronicles, where we explore the hidden stories and secret histories that shape our world. And today we're diving deep into the life and legacy of a true iconoclast, the one and only David Bowie. But this ain't your average bio, oh no. We're going far beyond the surface to uncover the strange, the unusual, and the downright bizarre tales that make up the Bowie mythos. From his curious connection to the occult, to his wild experiments with drugs and sex, to his innermost thoughts on love, loss, and the human condition, we're serving up a platter of pure Bowie weirdness. So grab your spacesuit, put on your red shoes, and get ready to blast off into the strangely beautiful universe of David Bowie. It's going to be a wild ride, folks. Now, did you know that this rock and roll legend was actually born as David Robert Jones in the heart of South London, England in 1947? Bowie's life was rooted in humble beginnings. Born to Margaret Mary Burns, an Irish Catholic, and father, Haywood Stenton Jones, an Englishman with Welsh roots. With parents who were actors, his childhood was a whirlwind of theatre life, accompanying them around England as they performed in various productions. His early education included the renowned Charterhouse School in Godalming, Surrey, where he was immersed in the worlds of art and music. This was merely the start of a lifelong passion and a career in music that would span more than 5 decades. Young Bowie was not just a music listener, he was a doer. As a teenager, took the reins and taught himself to play the ukulele and guitar. His love for music led him to form his first band, the Conrads, in 1962 with a group of school friends. This was his initial foray into creating music and performing, and it was evident that the stage was his calling. In 1964, Bowie boldly left school to pursue a music career. He dipped his toes in the folk music scene before joining the Lower Third, a mod group, in 1965. His first solo single, Can't Help Thinking About Me, was released in 1966 under the name Davy Jones. To avoid confusion with the Monkees' lead singer of the same name, he soon became the David Bowie we all know and love. Drawing inspiration from Bob Dylan and other folk artists, Bowie's music gradually transformed into rock, influenced by artists Little Richard and Elvis Presley. It was in these early years that Bowie's passion for music began to take form, leading him to form his first band, the Conrads. Bowie, leaving school in 1964, was set on a path that would soon lead him to stardom. With a ukulele in one hand and a guitar in the other, young David Robert Jones was ready to make his mark on the world of music. His passion for melody and rhythm had been nurtured since his teenage years, and it was during this time that he formed his first band, the Conrads, with a group of school friends. But the stage was calling for more than just a band performance. Bowie felt the urge to step into the spotlight, to let his voice be heard. And so he took a brief detour into the world of folk singing, captivating audiences with his unique style and raw talent. But even then, he knew he was destined for something bigger. In 1965, he joined forces with the Lower Third, a mod group that allowed him to explore new dimensions of music. This was a time of experimentation, of finding his own voice, his own sound. Yet it was also a time of confusion, as another Davy Jones was already making waves in the music industry as the lead singer of the Monkees. To avoid any mix-up, our young musician decided to reinvent himself. He chose a new stage name, one that would resonate with his audience and stand the test of time, David Bowie. Inspired by the 19th century American pioneer James Bowie and his eponymous knife, this new persona marked a turning point in his career. 1966 saw the release of Bowie's first solo single, Can't Help Thinking About Me. While it didn't top the charts, it was a significant milestone on his journey to stardom. The sound was fresh, the lyrics were thoughtful, and the man behind the music was ready to take on the world. Bowie's early influences ranged from the poetic storytelling of Bob Dylan to the raw energy of Little Richard and Elvis Presley. These artists shaped his music, but it was Bowie's unique blend of charisma, creativity, and courage that would set him apart from the rest. Bowie's early musical experiments were just the beginning. His journey to rock music and global fame was just around the corner. The year 1970 was a turning point for Bowie, marking his breakthrough into the music industry. His breakthrough studio album, The Man Who Sold the World, was released that year. This album, with its blend of hard rock and progressive elements, marked a departure from his earlier folk-inspired works. It peaked at number 5 on the UK albums chart, heralding the arrival of a new and unique talent on the music scene. Around the same time, Bowie's personal life was also taking an exciting turn. He tied the knot with American model Angela Barnett and moved across the pond to New York City. This move was pivotal, as it opened up new avenues for Bowie to promote his music and immerse himself in a vibrant and diverse cultural scene. It was in 1971, amidst the hustle and bustle of New York, that David Bowie met Mick Ronson. Ronson, a talented guitarist, became a key collaborator for Bowie throughout the 70s. Together, they developed a distinctive sound that blended elements of glam rock and proto-punk. This collaboration proved to be a game-changer, paving the way for the creation of some of Bowie's most iconic work. And then, in 1972, came the album that would propel Bowie to global fame, The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. This concept album, telling the story of an alien rock star named Ziggy Stardust, resonated with audiences worldwide. Its unique narrative, coupled with Bowie's compelling performances, made it a major hit. The album's success catapulted Bowie into the international spotlight and firmly established his place in the music industry. But it wasn't just the commercial success that was significant. With Ziggy Stardust, Bowie had managed to create something truly extraordinary. He had pushed the boundaries of what a rock album could be, blending music, narrative, and performance into a cohesive and captivating whole. With Ziggy Stardust, Bowie had not only achieved global fame, but also established himself as a trailblazer in the emerging glam rock genre. Bowie was not just a musician, he was a trendsetter, an artist who loved to experiment. Throughout the 70s, David Bowie was a veritable chameleon, constantly evolving and pushing the boundaries of what was considered the norm. His music was as diverse as his persona, spanning a wide range of styles. From the soulful melodies of Young Americans to the experimental sounds of Low and the nostalgic tones of pin-ups, Bowie's discography was a testament to his wide-ranging interests and insatiable creative impulses. But Bowie's artistry was not confined to his music. He was known for his elaborate costumes, dramatic makeup, and ever-changing hairstyles, each one more daring and innovative than the last. From his fiery red mullet as Ziggy Stardust to the slicked-back sophistication of the Thin White Duke, Bowie's style was as much a part of his performance as his songs. Bowie was also a pioneer in challenging traditional norms and promoting gender fluidity. He blurred the lines between masculinity and femininity with his theatrical performances and candid interviews, helping to pave the way for future artists to express themselves freely. In 1976, Bowie took his love for experimentation and artistry to a new level when he co-founded the beguiling Hollywood Showcase. Though short-lived, this avant-garde variety TV series was an influential platform for cutting-edge acts, perfectly embodying Bowie's passion for innovation and creativity. Bowie's penchant for exploration was not limited to music and fashion. He ventured into the world of cinema with his first film role in The Man Who Fell to Earth. His portrayal of Thomas Jerome Newton, an alien visiting Earth, was met with critical acclaim, further establishing Bowie as a multi-talented artist. Through his music, performances, and even his appearance, Bowie constantly pushed boundaries, challenging norms, and setting new trends. His creative courage and relentless pursuit of innovation left an indelible mark on the world of music and beyond, forever cementing his legacy as a true icon of artistry and experimentation. David Bowie, a name synonymous with rock and roll, glam rock, and boundary-pushing artistry, was a force to be reckoned with. We began with a glimpse into Bowie's early life, born as David Robert Jones to actor parents in South London. His early exposure to the arts, particularly music, was evident. He taught himself to play the ukulele and guitar, setting the stage for a career in music that would shape the world of rock and roll. From his days with the Conrads to his solo career, Bowie's musical journey was a testament to his passion and dedication. His first solo single, Can't Help Thinking About Me, marked the beginning of an era as he adopted the stage name David Bowie, a name that would soon be etched in the annals of music history. Bowie's breakthrough with The Man Who Sold the World propelled him into the spotlight. His move to New York, marriage to Angela Barnett, and partnership with Mick Ronson marked a turning point in his career. Together, they blended glam rock and proto-punk to create a sound that was uniquely Bowie. The release of The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars catapulted Bowie to global fame. His portrayal of Ziggy Stardust, the alien rock star, resonated with audiences worldwide, establishing Bowie as a trailblazer in the emerging glam rock genre. Bowie's artistry was not confined to his music. His daring costumes, makeup and hairstyles, along with his exploration of gender fluidity, challenged traditional norms. His diverse musical styles, from soulful balladry to experimental sounds, reflected his creative impulses and boundless curiosity. From co-founding the beguiling Hollywood showcase to his role in The Man Who Fell to Earth, Bowie's influence extended beyond music. He was a true artist, constantly pushing boundaries and exploring new forms of expression. David Bowie, an icon, a legend, a trendsetter, his journey was as diverse and dynamic as his music. His legacy lives on, influencing generations of artists and fans alike. What makes an artist truly versatile and timeless? It's a question that has many answers, but one name often comes to mind: David Bowie. This enigmatic figure in the world of music constantly reinvented himself, traversing the boundaries of genres and styles with an unmatched finesse. Whether he was dabbling in rock, pop, electronica, or dance music, Bowie's artistic prowess was evident in every note. He was a chameleon, forever changing and adapting, yet always staying true to his unique creative vision. From the soulful ballads of the 70s, the groundbreaking electronica of the 80s, to the hard rock of the 90s, Bowie's music was always a reflection of his ever-evolving artistic identity. But his versatility wasn't limited to his music. Bowie was a true polymath, his interests spanning across fashion, acting, and the visual arts. Throughout his career, Bowie showed us that true artistry knows no boundaries. He was and still is the epitome of a versatile artist. Bowie's collaborations and crossovers are legendary, and they span the entirety of his career. David Bowie was a chameleon, a sonic shapeshifter, who thrived in the company of collaborators. From the avant-garde ambient of Brian Eno to the gritty rock and roll of Iggy Pop, Bowie was never one to shy away from a compelling artistic partnership. His collaborations were an integral part of his artistic journey, allowing him to experiment with different genres and styles. For instance, his work with Brian Eno on the Berlin Trilogy, a series of albums that fused rock with ambient soundscapes, was a testament to his versatility and creative spirit. Bowie's relationship with Lou Reed was also significant. He produced Reed's second solo album, Transformer, which gave us hits like Walk on the Wild Side. Bowie's backing vocals and innovative production techniques played a pivotal role in shaping the album's unique sound. Another notable collaboration was with Iggy Pop. Bowie produced Pop's debut solo album, The Idiot, and even co-wrote several songs. Their partnership was a symbiotic one, with each artist influencing the other's work. Bowie also had a profound musical connection with Scott Walker. Both artists shared a love for pushing boundaries and exploring uncharted musical territories. Walker's influence can be heard in Bowie's later works, where he incorporated elements of experimental music. And who could forget Bowie's iconic duet with Queen? Under Pressure was a song born out of a jam session, and it quickly became one of their biggest hits. The song's creation coincided with the announced imprisonment of Oscar Wilde at Reading Jail, leading to rumors that the song contained coded references to Wilde's situation. Bowie's collaborations weren't just confined to the studio. On stage, he joined forces with artists like Peter Frampton, Stevie Ray Vaughan, and Carlos Alomar. These collaborations solidified his reputation as a boundaryless performer open to eclectic partnerships. Whether it was the bluesy guitar riffs of Stevie Ray Vaughan on Let's Dance or the funky rhythms of Carlos Alomar on Young Americans, Bowie's collaborations added a new dimension to his music. They allowed him to experiment with different sounds and styles, pushing his music into uncharted territories. These collaborations not only highlighted Bowie's versatility, but also his willingness to push boundaries and explore new musical landscapes. They were a testament to his fearless approach to music and his constant desire to innovate and reinvent himself. In a career that spanned 5 decades, Bowie's collaborations and crossovers played a crucial role in shaping his musical legacy. They were more than just partnerships. They were creative exchanges that allowed Bowie to grow as an artist and expand his musical horizons. So here's to David Bowie, the ultimate collaborator, who showed us that music knows no boundaries and that the possibilities are endless when artists come together to create something truly magical. After a disappointing reception of his 1987 album, Bowie took a hiatus from music, only to return with a fresh new sound. This was a period of introspection and regrouping for Bowie, a time when he stepped back from the limelight to reassess his artistic direction. Following a 5-year break, Bowie made a triumphant return in 1992 with the hard rock album Black Tie, White Noise. This album was a departure from his previous works, showcasing a new, more contemporary sound that incorporated elements of soul, jazz, and hip-hop. It was a clear demonstration of Bowie's ability to adapt and reinvent his music, a trait that had become a hallmark of his career. In 1996, Bowie surprised fans and critics alike with Outside, an ambient electronic album that he created in collaboration with Brian Eno. This was a bold move, a step into the unknown that was met with mixed reviews at the time. However, Outside has since been recognized as a pioneering work in the world of electronic music and has gained cult status among fans of the genre. The following year saw Bowie revisiting his past, remastering and reissuing many of his classic records. This move not only introduced a new generation of fans to his music, but also shed light on the breadth and depth of his artistic output. It was a reminder of just how influential and groundbreaking his work had been. In true Bowie fashion, he continued to experiment and push boundaries. His reissued albums were not simply copies of the originals, they were enhanced with updated production techniques and included previously unreleased tracks, giving fans a deeper insight into his creative process. This period of Bowie's career, marked by a hiatus and a resurgence, was a testament to his enduring relevance and his ability to evolve. He had proven, once again, that he was not an artist who would rest on his laurels, but one who was always in pursuit of new ways to express himself musically. Even after a hiatus, Bowie proved that he could still surprise his fans and critics with his ability to reinvent himself. In the final years of his career, Bowie continued to innovate and inspire. In 2003, he took on the role of curator for the Meltdown Festival, a platform celebrating the diversity of musical expression. Bowie handpicked artists such as Air, the Yeah Yeah Yeahs and Television to perform, demonstrating his appreciation for a wide range of genres and styles. That same year, he also released a compilation titled Urban Hipster, featuring previously unreleased tracks and rare gems from his extensive back catalogue. Bowie's 25th studio album, Heathen, arrived in 2002, marking a return to form that was warmly received by critics. He followed this up with Reality in 2003, reuniting him with longtime producer and friend Tony Visconti. While these albums may not have scaled the chart heights of his earlier work, they were testament to Bowie's enduring creativity and his refusal to rest on his laurels. After nearly a decade of recording silence, Bowie surprised fans and critics alike in 2013 with the release of Where Are We Now?, his first solo effort since 2003. The song, a reflective and poignant meditation on time and memory, served as the lead single for his forthcoming album, The Next Day. This was accompanied by a series of additional singles, further enriching his body of work. In 2016, Bowie unveiled his penultimate album, Black Star, just 2 days before his passing due to liver cancer. Black Star was a grand and deeply moving farewell, filled with rich, textured instrumentals and complex lyrical concepts that reflected on his mortality. The album was met with widespread critical acclaim and earned several posthumous awards, cementing Bowie's status as a true musical visionary. But Bowie's legacy extends beyond his music. His unique sense of style and fashion, often created in collaboration with friends such as Alexander McQueen and Yamamoto, left an indelible mark on pop culture. From his flamboyant Ziggy Stardust costumes to his sleek, thin white Duke ensembles, Bowie's outfits have been exhibited in prestigious institutions like the Victoria and Albert Museum, testifying to his enduring influence on fashion. Moreover, Bowie was a great patron of the arts, supporting innovators across various mediums whenever possible. This wasn't limited to just music or fashion, but extended to visual arts, theatre, and beyond. His advocacy for artistic expression, his willingness to take risks, and his constant push for innovation have left a lasting impact that continues to inspire artists to this day. David Bowie's legacy is not just his music, but his enduring influence on culture and his fearless exploration of new artistic frontiers. So, we've taken a journey through Bowie's collaborations, crossovers, his hiatus and resurgence, and his final projects and legacy. From his incredible collaborations with other notable artists, we've seen how Bowie's talent transcended boundaries. His duet with Queen, Under Pressure, remains one of the most iconic tracks in music history. Bowie's ventures into various genres showcased his ability to adapt and evolve, producing hits like Let's Dance and Tonight. His hiatus after the release of Never Let Me Down led to a powerful resurgence with Black Tie, White Noise, proving Bowie's capacity for reinvention. Despite mixed reviews, his collaborative album with Brian Eno, Outside, has since gained cult recognition. Bowie's final projects, including the curation of the Meltdown Festival and his last album, Black Star, are a testament to his enduring impact on the music industry. His contributions to fashion and the arts further solidify his legacy as a true innovator. David Bowie's versatility and timelessness are a testament to his unique talent and his enduring influence on music and culture. Thanks for watching this episode of The Truth Chronicles, where we delved into the fascinating and sometimes freaky world of David Bowie. We hope you enjoyed the trip as much as we did. It's undeniable that Bowie's influence in music and pop culture transcends his time. From his fashion statements to his groundbreaking music, Bowie has left an indelible mark on the world that continues to inspire artists and fans alike. His ability to constantly reinvent himself and push boundaries has set a standard for individuality and creativity. As we wrap up, let's remember Bowie not just for his music, but for the cultural icon he truly was. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more provocative and thought-provoking content, and join us next time for another journey into the unknown. Until then, keep on dancing, keep on singing, and remember, in the immortal words of the great man himself, we're all stars. See you in the cosmos, my friends.